One of the most well-known conservative voices in America and a media behemoth, Sean Hannity has been in the public spotlight for decades. Hannity's life has always been closely watched, beginning when he started out as a talk radio personality in the 1990s and continuing until he became one of Fox News's main hosts. But in spite of his fame, he managed to keep his personal life completely secret until 2020, when his divorce from Jill Rhodes, his wife of almost 20 years, was made public. Many of his followers were taken aback by the statement. After more than 26 years of marriage, Sean Hannity and Jill Rhodes were regarded as a solid and dependable pair despite their little public appearances together. Hannity's quick ascent in the media industry was seen to be the result of a quiet, reliable alliance. However, when information came to light, it was clear that their marriage had been quietly failing for years. What then took place, and what was the reason behind Sean Hannity's divorce? Long-term dependable partner Jill Rhodes and Sean Hannity are two people whose paths crossed in a way that had a significant impact on both their private lives and Sean's quick rise to stardom. Even though Hannity's marriage rose to prominence, their respective tales show how their distinct upbringings influenced them. Born in New York City on December 30, 1961, Sean Hannity grew up in Long Island's Franklin Square. Hannity was raised in a working-class Irish-American household and was taught traditional values and a strong work ethic. He attended Adelphi University and New York University for a short time but left before earning his degree to focus on his love of talk radio. Hannity began his career as a general contractor and in construction, but his innate ability to argue and communicate brought him radio jobs in Alabama and California. When Hannity started working as a radio broadcaster for WVNN in Huntsville, Alabama, it was his big break. He immediately became well known for his strong ideas, ferocious rhetoric, and conservative comments. His career as one of the most well-known voices in conservative media was made possible by this early success. After joining Fox News in 1996, Hannity co-hosted Hannity and Colmes, a program that thrust him into the national limelight. His reputation as a household figure was solidified over time by his distinctive fusion of political analysis and scathing criticism. Conversely, Jill Rhodes chose a more subdued route to achievement. Rhodes, who was born in Alabama on August 27, 1962, studied journalism and earned a degree in the subject from the University of Alabama. She started her career writing political columns for the Huntsville Times, where she was known for her perceptive writing and keen observations. Rhodes initially became acquainted with Hannity while she was employed at the Huntsville Times. She was often asked for her thoughts on political matters by Sean, who was a local radio broadcaster at the time. The pair married in 1993 after their working relationship blossomed into a personal one. The partnership swiftly turned into a personal one. Hannity rose to prominence while Jill Rhodes mostly avoided the spotlight, concentrating on taking care of their two kids and running the household. She is frequently given credit for helping to stabilize Hannity's popularity in the early years of his career. Rhodes differs from Sean's vivacious and outspoken career in that she values her family and prefers quiet. Their separate trajectories reveal two very distinct yet complementing personalities. Despite that, their marriage ended in divorce after more than 20 years. Rhodes's calm strength and intelligence served as the cornerstone of their existence together, while Hannity's ambition and outspokenness earned him fame. Even as they went on different paths, their complementary yet different backgrounds came together to form a partnership that endured. What could possibly have led to the divorce of such a power couple? Stay tuned, let's dive in to find out. A unique yet captivating bond, characterized by respect, affection, and shared ideals, marked the beginning of their love affair. They didn't meet in person at first, but Rhodes's perceptive writing and keen mind captured Hannity's attention. Her writing struck a chord with him since it demonstrated not just her excellent journalistic skills but also a viewpoint that matched his own beliefs and ideals. Attracted by her intelligence, Hannity started contacting Rhodes over the phone, developing a rapport that eventually led to their romance. They were able to get a deeper understanding of one another as their chats progressed from business to personal. Hannity subsequently said that he fell in love with her right away, characterizing their developing relationship as a meeting of the minds. This bond ultimately led to a memorable moment when Rhodes accepted Hannity's invitation to attend a mayoral discussion he was hosting in 1991. The two finally met in person, and their relationship swiftly took off after this initial encounter strengthened their friendship. Rhodes's wit, knowledge, and grounded personality were enhanced by Hannity's charm, humor, and confidence. Their conservative ideals, which would eventually serve as a pillar of their family life, gave them a common foundation. In 1993, Hannity and Rhodes tied the knot in a ceremony that mirrored their personal yet significant outlook on life. Instead of being a lavish event, their wedding highlighted their shared love and dedication. The union represented a collaboration based on reciprocal assistance and common objectives. An important factor in Hannity's developing career was Jill Rhodes. She provided insightful criticism as a journalist, frequently assisting him in improving his work, and often praising her as a calming influence in his life and a trusted counsel in his career. Hannity frequently acknowledged her impact. Their marriage served as an example of a cooperative partnership in which both parties prioritized their families while supporting each other's goals. A boy and a daughter were born to the couple, and they were brought up in a home that valued faith, family, and a clear sense of purpose. The couple made an effort to strike a balance in spite of Hannity's demanding job and public persona, with Rhodes frequently avoiding the spotlight to concentrate on their family life. The beginning of Hannity and Rhodes's marriage is proof of the strength of respect, shared ideals, and support for one another. Their early years together show the foundations of a great partnership built on admiration, shared aspirations, and love. Even if their marriage eventually suffered difficulties that resulted in their separation in 2020, Hannity has acknowledged that Jill played a crucial role in his early career by helping him polish his arguments and even offering suggestions and counsel for his radio programs. Although Jill stayed primarily out of the spotlight, she was described as Sean's rock, helping him behind the scenes while he balanced a busy media career that included anchoring a primetime Fox News program and a nationally syndicated radio show. However, the demands of celebrity and a high-profile career inevitably started to strain their relationship, even for a pair who made a concerted effort to keep a low profile. Having a foundation already established in mutual understanding and respect, what went wrong? The partnership between Sean Hannity and Jill Rhodes started on a solid foundation of respect and shared beliefs, but like with many long-term partnerships, rifts eventually surfaced, leading to their 2020 split. One of the main causes of the stress on their marriage was Hannity's demanding high-profile job. Hannity had a demanding work schedule as a well-known radio and television broadcaster, frequently including long hours and lengthy travel. Rhodes, who favored a more sedate, family-focused life, naturally drifted away from him because of this. Over time, a separation developed as a result of their different goals and lives. Prior to their formal separation, the couple reportedly led separate lifestyles for a number of years. They prioritized their responsibilities as parents over their marital difficulties, putting on a united face for the benefit of their two children. Despite their estrangement, the couple's friends reported that the breakup was cordial and based on a shared realization that they had become estranged over time. Hannity's divisive public image was another contributing factor. His work frequently drew criticism and controversy because he was one of the most well-known conservative voices in the media. Hannity frequently acknowledged her impact. Their marriage served as an example of a cooperative partnership in which both parties prioritized their families while supporting each other's goals. A boy and a daughter were born to the couple, and they were brought up in a home that valued faith, family, and a clear sense of purpose. The couple made an effort to strike a balance in spite of Hannity's demanding job and public persona, with Rhodes frequently avoiding the spotlight to concentrate on their family life. The beginning of Hannity and Rhodes's marriage is proof of the strength of respect, shared ideals, and support for one another. Their early years together show the foundations of a great partnership built on admiration, shared aspirations, and love. Even if their marriage eventually suffered difficulties that resulted in their separation in 2020, Hannity has acknowledged that Jill played a crucial role in his early career by helping him polish his arguments and even offering suggestions and counsel for his radio programs. Although Jill stayed primarily out of the spotlight, she was described as Sean's rock, helping him behind the scenes while he balanced a busy media career that included anchoring a primetime Fox News program and a nationally syndicated radio show. However, the demands of celebrity and a high-profile career inevitably started to strain their relationship, even for a pair who made a concerted effort to keep a low profile. Having a foundation already established in mutual understanding and respect, what went wrong? The partnership between Sean Hannity and Jill Rhodes started on a solid foundation of respect and shared beliefs, but like with many long-term partnerships, rifts eventually surfaced, leading to their 2020 split. One of the main causes of the stress on their marriage was Hannity's demanding high-profile job. Hannity had a demanding work schedule as a well-known radio and television broadcaster, frequently including long hours and lengthy travel. Rhodes, who favored a more sedate, family-focused life, naturally drifted away from him because of this. Over time, a separation developed as a result of their different goals and lives. Prior to their formal separation, the couple reportedly led separate lifestyles for a number of years. They prioritized their responsibilities as parents over their marital difficulties, putting on a united face for the benefit of their 2 children. Despite their estrangement, the couple's friends reported that the breakup was cordial and based on a shared realization that they had become estranged over time. Hannity's divisive public image was another contributing factor. His work frequently drew criticism and controversy because he was one of the most well-known conservative voices in the media. The continuous attention and criticism aimed at Hannity might have had an indirect effect on their relationship, even though Rhodes mostly avoided the spotlight. Despite their split, Rhodes and Hannity remained supportive of one another and successfully co-parented their kids. Even though they decided to separate as a couple, their cordial divorce showed that they were dedicated to keeping their home a happy place for their family. Their experience serves as a reminder of the difficulties in juggling personal and professional obligations, especially when dealing with the demands of public scrutiny. Several reports claim that following a particularly turbulent time during Hannity's coverage of the Trump administration, the relationship finally broke down. Being one of Trump's most outspoken and steadfast fans, Hannity has made headlines for his closeness to the former president. It is hypothesized that the couple's relationship suffered as a result of the heightened public attention. According to reports, Jill found it stressful to be linked to someone who was so divisive in public. According to many close to the family, Jill felt more and more cut off from Sean's world as a result of the political and media demands. According to one insider, Hannity's career peaked during the 2016 election cycle, but his personal connections may have suffered as a result of the couple's major falling out. Although the specifics are still unknown, it is thought that this incident signaled the start of the end for their marriage. Sean and Jill were able to hide their split for a number of years. In spite of these obstacles, they disclosed that they had been separated for a while and had reached an amicable conclusion to their separation in their joint statement in 2020. According to a person close to the family at the time, Sean and Jill are committed to working together for the best interests of their children. Sean and Jill reached amicable agreements more than 4 years ago. Their choice to end their marriage amicably and discreetly was in line with how they had managed their union. Even after their divorce, Sean and Jill appeared to place a high value on keeping the specifics of their private life hidden from the public. But how did Sean Hannity handle this fallout, considering his public status and media responsibility? Hannity's divorce was made public, which sparked speculation about how his private life would influence his professional image. Some questioned whether the stress of his divorce would affect his job, even though he continued to be a powerful figure in conservative media. Hannity, seemed unmoved. If anything, the years after his breakup seemed to add to his burden. According to the media star's friends, he immersed himself even more in his profession, using it as a diversion and a means of stability during a period of personal turmoil. Jill Rhodes, however, has maintained her privacy by shunning the spotlight and concentrating on her mothering responsibilities. She has not discussed the divorce in any interviews or public remarks, which emphasizes her wish to maintain her private life apart from her ex-husband's well-known profession. Following their 2020 divorce, Sean Hannity and Jill Rhodes embarked on a new chapter in their lives that centered on redefining their roles as parents, co-parenting partners, and people on different but related paths. Despite their breakup, they have demonstrated a dedication to providing stability for their 2 kids and living a cooperative, respectful existence. Their 25-year relationship remains a testament to their commitment to family even in the face of significant personal change. The marriage ended with a mature decision to embrace personal growth and liberty rather than a harsh parting. The adjustment to post-divorce life was more of a formal recognition of their different paths than a sudden change, as Hannity and Rhodes had apparently led separate lives for a number of years prior to formally declaring their divorce. A more cordial adjustment to their new circumstances was made possible by this gradual separation. The post-divorce period for Hannity meant continuing to devote himself to his journalistic job, which was still very demanding. His work remains a primary focus as the host of Hannity on Fox News and the Sean Hannity Show on radio. Hannity has also highlighted his responsibilities as a father and made an attempt to be involved in his kids' lives despite the demands of a highly prominent position. Hannity apparently spends more time fostering his relationship with his children, which has deepened. His personal life has remained largely quiet, minimizing his exposure to public scrutiny and criticism, even while his professional life is still widely known. After the divorce, Jill Rhodes, who has always favored a low-key lifestyle, kept her focus on her family and seclusion. Despite her lack of public activity, she has remained a consistent presence in her children's lives and has a close bond with them. Rhodes's primary focus has been on creating a solid, grounded home atmosphere while highlighting her faith and traditional values, which have always been important aspects of her life. She continues to provide the family with direction and support while negotiating the challenges of shared parenting with a cooperative attitude. The seeming unity they maintain for their kids is one noteworthy feature of their post-divorce lives. It has been said that Rhodes and Hannity are dedicated to co-parenting in a way that creates a loving, supportive atmosphere. Their bond has developed into a partnership centered on fostering their kids' development, education, and emotional health. Those close to them have commended this cooperative approach as an example of successful co-parenting following a breakup. Following the divorce, social interactions and romantic interests have been kept under wraps. Although there have been sporadic media reports about Hannity's possible new connections, he has never publicly acknowledged or refuted any of them. His attention seems to be focused on striking a balance between his obligations to his family and his career goals. Although Sean Hannity has not disclosed any personal information since the divorce, there has been speculation on whether he has found love again. There were claims in 2020 that he was related to Ainsley Earhart, another Fox News personality. The two have been seen together at public gatherings, which has fueled rumors about their connection, even though Hannity and Earhart have not publicly acknowledged it. A major chapter of Hannity's life came to an end with the divorce. Although his early career was greatly aided by his marriage to Jill Rhodes, he has continued to rule the media in the years since the divorce. All things considered, Hannity and Rhodes's new chapter is marked by a civil separation that places a premium on family values. Even though they have parted ways, they still have the same objective in mind, providing a stable and loving environment for their kids. This strategy shows that they can handle difficult personal transitions with poise and an optimistic outlook. Their experience serves as a reminder of the value of harmony, difference, and flexibility in creating new lives while respecting shared obligations and a common history. The difficulties of preserving a relationship in the public eye are brought to light by the dissolution of Sean Hannity and Jill Rhodes's marriage. Even though their split was obviously difficult, their choice to put their kids first and split up amicably shows how dedicated they are to their families. The divorce served as a reminder to Hannity's followers that even the most well-known and prosperous people have personal problems. Sean Hannity is ultimately just a man negotiating the intricacies of life, love, and loss like everyone else, despite his status and influence.